The weekend builders are at it again, and not just another amazing project. This time, it's a revenge project. Last time around, they tried to make a Lamborghini Cyan resin table, and it all went wrong. Not to be deterred, they've got a new model of this amazing Lego masterpiece. A few stickers laid down. The whole thing coated in epoxy resin, and it goes down onto the first layer, which is hardened. All the dimensions taken, and a whole new system for this time to make sure it doesn't go wrong. A very slow pour coming out of that jerry can, one layer at a time. And the slow drip, the slow pour, helps to prevent air bubbles that can ruin the whole thing. Also being careful to paint down all those tiny little details and grooves to ensure the resin gets inside, doesn't create an air pocket. Now a quick check of the temperature. It seems to be curing well. You can see layer after layer going down. In the end, it took 15 different layers, about 1 centimeter each, 60 kilos of epoxy resin. That is not a lightweight tabletop. Now to crack off that mold. And that's easier said than done. The outside comes away pretty easily. The base takes a little time, even sped up. You can see plenty of effort to use those wedges to drive the epoxy tabletop off. And once that's done, it's time to sand the whole thing down, top, bottom, and side to side. All the way around, it goes dusty, and then once that's done, the really, really fun part. Milling an edge, and then the resin gets to go down. And when the top coat of resin goes down, it's like the parting of seas. Suddenly, a clear window. A way through, and how amazing does that look? How much fun does that look like? Spreading it around, suddenly bringing total clarity to this Lamborghini Model Cyan. That is definitely one unique coffee table. A few more small jugs of that top coat laid down, and then there's only really one issue once it's dried. And that's on the bottom of the table. A lot of those droplets tend to harden. They'll just need to be sanded down before the whole thing can be brought to a brilliant polished luster. And that'll really make that Lamborghini stand out and that epoxy shine. Look at the different grits of sandpaper being used, up to 2,000 and 3,000 grit sandpaper, before it's finally polished and buffed, and you can see it absolutely sparkling now. A one-of-a-kind Lamborghini Cyan coffee table, like only the weekend builders can make. Unless, of course, you give it a try.